The Winchester Mystery House stands as one of the most enigmatic structures in the world, a sprawling, labyrinthine mansion that defies logic and reason. But the story behind it is even more unsettling. The tale begins with Sarah Winchester, the widow of William Wirt Winchester, the heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. The Winchester rifle, known as the gun that won the West, was responsible for countless deaths. After the tragic loss of her infant daughter and then her husband, Sarah found herself alone, overwhelmed by grief and despair. But it wasn't just sorrow that consumed her. She became convinced that her family was cursed. Desperate for answers, Sarah turned to a spiritualist. The medium delivered a chilling message. The spirits of those killed by the Winchester rifle were seeking vengeance, and they would stop at nothing to take their revenge. But there was a way to keep the vengeful spirits at bay. The medium advised Sarah to move west and build a house. The catch? Construction could never cease. As long as hammers were pounding and saws were cutting, the spirits would be kept at bay. Sarah heeded the advice. She purchased an 8-room farmhouse in San Jose, California, and began what would become one of the most bizarre construction projects in history. For 38 years, the house was in a constant state of expansion, with builders working around the clock. But this wasn't a traditional construction project. The house grew into a sprawling, chaotic maze, with no master plan or blueprint. Staircases lead to nowhere, abruptly ending at the ceiling. Doors open to solid walls. Some rooms have dozens of entrances, while others have none at all. Chimneys stop short of the roof, and windows overlook nothing but other rooms. The house became a physical manifestation of Sarah's inner turmoil, a tangled, disorienting maze where reason was sacrificed to appease the spirits. Each night, Sarah would retreat to a séance room, a secret chamber deep within the house, where she believed she could communicate with the spirits. She would consult with them on what to build next, allowing the voices of the dead to guide the construction. This relentless building was her only defense against the spirits she believed were hunting her. But was Sarah truly guided by spirits, or was she descending into madness, driven by guilt and grief? The house became a reflection of her tortured mind, an architectural nightmare where the lines between reality and delusion blurred. Even after Sarah's death in 1922, the house did not find peace. It became a source of fascination, with stories of hauntings and strange occurrences emerging over the years. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied footsteps echoing through empty hallways, feeling sudden cold drafts, and sensing an unseen presence watching them. Some claim to have seen ghostly figures in period clothing, appearing briefly before fading into the shadows. The house itself seems to defy the passage of time. Despite the countless renovations and repairs, it remains a puzzle, with new oddities and secrets being discovered even today. Some say the spirits that Sarah feared are still there, trapped within the walls of the house she built to escape them. The Winchester Mystery House is more than just a bizarre architectural curiosity. It's a monument to fear, guilt, and the unknown. It's a place where logic has no place, where every room holds a secret, and where the line between the living and the dead is disturbingly thin. So, if you ever find yourself walking through its endless corridors, remember, this house was built to keep spirits at bay, but it may very well be that they're still there, watching, waiting. You might enter as a curious visitor, but once inside, you're never truly alone.